Something is shifting in the culture right now, and if you've been paying attention to, you probably felt it as well. People are coming back to God, not the church precisely, but they are looking to be with God, to pray, to have a spiritual life. And that brings us a question. When someone wants to go back home to be with God, are the church ready for it? Let's think about that, and we will answer this question by going to a parable that Christ brings and answers directly to that question. It is the parable of the lost son. Let's read it. Within this parable, Christ brings to us the example of two brothers, the elder brother and the younger brother. The elder brother, he is a good son. He never complains, he helps his father, he is there, he is present. Meanwhile, the younger brother, he is different. He goes to his father and asks for his share of the estate, which his father gives to him. And what is it that he does with that? Well, he uses his wealth to everything that he wants to. Not in a good way, let's say, to invest and grow, but to wildly use it, to the point where he finds himself without nothing. And he ends up eating with the pigs. He is in a state of suffering. He is clearly in a moment where he never have been to, and now he's wanting to be back with his father. So that situation changed his mind, and he starts to regret of everything that he'd have done, everything that he have done to his father. And he started to see that the life that he had was a good life, that his father was good, that his brother was good too. And he was the one that ended up going in the wrong path, in a path of suffering. That makes him be regretful and makes him look for redemption. So he goes back to his father already with his mind set to say that he is no longer his son. That is, he sees himself with no right of being his son, but he sees that he can be one of the hired servants. And that's where we find ourselves in the passage, when he then goes to his father and says, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." But the father said to his servants, "Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." So they began to celebrate. Well, you would think that after all that, everybody would be happy. Everybody would receive the son as the father was receiving him. But that was not the case with the elder brother. He saw himself with anger and jealousy, because he went to his father and said, "Father, I've been next to you all this time. I've been doing everything that you asked me. I've been a good son, and not once you celebrated with me. But my younger brother, he used it all of his share. He lost everything, and now he's coming back and you are celebrating it? Something is not right. I do not agree with that." Well, the father answered him saying, "Look, you've been with me all this time, and everything that I have is yours. But your brother, he was lost and now he is found. Now he is with us. So let's celebrate that. Let's be joyful that he now perceives the life that I'm willing to give to him." That's beautiful if you think about it, because the father is asking the elder brother to be merciful, to see that he already has everything that his father has. But his younger brother is now going back to his feet. He's starting all over. And that's good because he is coming back to a path that was always laid out to him. But he was looking with contempt. Now he's looking with respect, which the elder brother already does. Now, how do you think this parable answers our first question? Do you think that the church needs to be like the elder brother, or do you think that the church needs to be like the father? Because the father, once he saw his son, He did not wait for the son to come running and bow down on his knees, cried out loud and screamed that he was regretful and show in a very dramatic way all of his suffering, and so that the father could arrogantly look at him and say, I told you so. No, what is that the Father did? Christ tells us that the Father ran towards the Son. He did not wait for the Son to come to him. He ran towards the Son. That is an immeasurable mercy, because Christ was talking with the religious leaders of his time, and he was showing that a father of that estate, which in that society would never run towards his son, he would arrogantly wait for him, actually did the opposite. He ran. And that's what Christ does. That's what God does. And that's what the church should be doing. Not waiting to give a sermon to the lost brother that is coming back or lost son that is coming back, but to meet him in the path, right at the door, when we can already see him, and give him the robe, give him the rings, the sandals, and also celebrate that he is now within that path that Christ is offering. Brother Paiva brings us a comprehension of triumph with Christ when he writes, "Do you wish to overcome yourselves and to triumph? Allow Jesus to dwell within your spirits, and the Most Holy Mary to maternally comfort your hearts during the arduous hours of the human journey. Indeed, no one in this world is irretrievably lost or abandoned." You see what it's so beautiful about coming back to God, being with Him, being with Christ, is that no one is lost, is truly lost. We can always find our way back home. And once we find that, we see the path that was always laid out to us so that we can redeem our souls. We will never be cast out. Just like Jesus says in his gospel, according to John chapter 6, verse 37, "Whoever comes to me, I will never cast out." Just a quick note here, if you want to delve more in this topic, you can go to my Substack. I left the link down below. Also, don't forget to comment in this video and tell me what you think about it, and also to subscribe. Well, to finish here, I just want to leave you with a question, because it is not whether they deserve to come home anymore. Jesus settled that. The only question that remains is, where will the church be standing when they arrive? Let's think about it. May the peace of God be upon you.